Crowder now to return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Smith trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And, boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Dotson, and it's 3rd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name this?
Touchdown, Washington! Jamison Crowder, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a 1st quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Smith, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st and 10, Smith. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So a big carry there, maybe trying to atone for that fumble he had earlier in this one.
Yeah, I know every coach always tells you, shake it off, let it go. You know it's in your head. You want to make up for it, and he did exactly that on that play.
On 1st and 10, Romo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Marshall, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ready, check. Here we go.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down, and this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. This will be caught at about the 3. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Smith. It's caught on the right side, Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for someone to... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Romo on 3rd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Redskins. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go now.
They do snap it. Now Romo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Romo looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Let's go now.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check.
And the back goes into motion. Second and 10. Romo once more. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The final shot here, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A gain of 6 there on first.
Check.
They'll run with Marshall. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 3rd down now following the run. Romo looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So something we've unfortunately seen before, and that's Tony Romo forced to the sideline. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded inside the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now it's Smith, and he's got it to Hearns. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Smith now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Allen Hearns, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they? And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On 1st down, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And it's incomplete. Lucky Whitehead is intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Throwing again is Smith. And that's incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now. No. Check.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. Ten yards to go on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter's.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derek Carrier, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They go play action here on first down. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And it's second down. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down now after the pass completion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now look at this. They get the turnover. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So out now come the Redskins. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. I got him. Back wide. I got him. Over!
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is...
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 40. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. A give to Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you...